What if the life you're living isn't really living at all? What if you're just existing, waiting, postponing, drifting, and calling it a life? They say time heals all wounds, but what if time is slipping through your fingers faster than you realize? Imagine being old and full of regrets. Not because you failed, but because you never tried. What would that feel like? There are truths we've always known but often choose to ignore. We live as though time is limitless, as if there's always a tomorrow. But the harsh reality? Tomorrow is never promised. Every passing day is a day we'll never get back. What I'm about to share might unsettle you. It might stir emotions you've been trying to bury. But you need to hear this, because if you don't confront the truth now, you might one day wish you had listened sooner. The 7 truths you're about to discover aren't cliches. They are timeless lesson shard earned through pain, reflection, and Stoic wisdom. This philosophy isn't about cold detachment, it's about facing life head on, especially when it's uncomfortable. I didn't just read about these truths, I lived them. Through loss, through struggle, I came to understand what truly matters. And I don't want you to learn these lessons the hard way. So for just a few minutes, put everything else aside. Be here, listen, because this moment could be the turning point of your life. Truth 1. We always procrastinate and miss out on life. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll eat healthier. Tomorrow you'll exercise. Tomorrow you'll pursue your dream. But tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year, and suddenly, you're staring at a pile of lost time. You didn't just delay a task, you postponed your own life. We tell ourselves there's plenty of time, but that's a lie. The truth is, you don't have as much time as you think. The clock is always ticking, even when you refuse to listen. Marcus Aurelius said it best. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. So why do we procrastinate? It's fear. Fear of failing, fear of not being good enough, fear that we'll be judged. But here's the thing, no one is ever truly ready. The people you admire, they didn't wait for perfect conditions. They began despite their doubts. The difference between you and those who succeed isn't talent, it's action. They moved forward when they were scared. They acted before they were confident. They didn't let fear dictate their future. You might be waiting for the right moment, the day you're fully prepared, fully fearless, but that day will never come. Life doesn't wait for you to feel brave. Life moves on, with or without you. Perfection is a mirage. It tricks you into waiting forever. There is no flawless version of you coming to save the day. There's only now, the moment you're living in. If you don't start now, you probably never will. So imagine this. You grow old, sitting in a worn-out chair, staring at your past. What do you see? A life filled with dreams you never chased? Ideas you never acted on? Don't let that be your story. You're not just postponing projects. You're postponing your purpose. If you've been looking for a sign, this is it. There is no better moment than this very one. Stop waiting. Start living. Truth 2. We misjudge what truly matters. You think you're living, but are you really? Or are you just existing, lost in work, chasing money, collecting likes, and trying to prove something to people who don't even care? Society tells you that success means having more wealth, more status, more validation. But when night falls and the world gets quiet, do you feel fulfilled or do you feel empty? Ask yourself, why am I rushing? Who am I trying to impress? We chase shadows. We pursue dreams that aren't even ours. We run races without knowing the finish line, and when we get there, it still doesn't feel like enough. Look at the dying. Do they regret not earning more? Or do they mourn the love they didn't give, the dreams they didn't dare to pursue, the life they didn't live? Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." We drown in distractions. We scroll. We compare. We chase perfection and miss the present. We already know what matters: love, connection, truth, inner peace. But we trade these for applause, for likes, for shallow approval. Why? Because we're scared to stop and reflect. If tomorrow you disappeared, would all the things you're chasing still matter? True wealth isn't measured in possessions, it's measured in peace. It's found in slow walks, shared laughter, and moments of raw honesty. These quiet things are what endure when everything else fades. So stop selling your life for things that don't matter. Wake up. Reclaim your time. Reconnect with what's real. You already know what's important. Now, have the courage to live by it. Truth 3. We are stuck in the past and can't let go. You can't change the past. It's over. Done. But somehow, you still carry it like a heavy stone around your neck. Regret plays on repeat. If only I had. I shouldn't have. Why did I? These thoughts don't heal you. They haunt you. They build a cage. And you're the one holding the key. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, each of us lives only now, this brief instant. And yet you're giving your precious now to ghosts of yesterday. Life moves forward. The sun still rises. But you're stuck, watching from behind invisible bars made of memory, guilt, and pain. You think that by clinging to the past, you're honoring it. But you're not. You're letting it destroy your future. Epictetus said, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit. The past doesn't hurt you. You hurt you by giving it power. So what now? Let go. Not because the past didn't matter, but because it no longer controls you. Let it go, so you can live. Forgive not because others deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Imagine trying to drive while staring only in the rearview mirror. You'll crash. That's what you're doing with your life. Stop. The past is gone. The future is unknown. The only thing real is now. Begin at once to live. Don't lose today mourning what's already dead. The door's open. Freedom is here. Step through. If these truths have stirred something inside you good, that means you're truly listening. But we're not done yet. The next truths might just challenge you even more. And that's exactly what growth demands. Truth 4. We resist change, even though it is inevitable. Life is change. That's its only constant. Everything around us is shifting, evolving, moving forward even when we're desperately clinging to what once was. And yet, we fight it. We hold on to broken routines, fading relationships, outdated versions of ourselves. Why? Because they feel familiar. And familiarity feels safe even when it's not. But here's the truth. Holding on won't stop time. Refusing to let go won't preserve what's already gone. We chase stability in a world built on impermanence. But the harder you grip what's meant to pass, the more you suffer. Think about it. How many times have you stayed in a job you hated, just because the unknown seemed scarier? How many times have you stayed with someone who no longer cared, simply because letting go felt like failure? But comfort is not peace, and safety is not growth. Marcus Aurelius said, everything that happens is as natural as roses in spring. Loss, endings, transformation, they're all part of the cycle. You can't stop the river from flowing, but you can learn to swim with the current, not against it. There's a story of a samurai whose house burned down. Everything was lost. And yet, he smiled and said, good, now I can begin again. That's the mindset of someone free. So when life changes, and it will, don't resist. Adapt. Rise. Let change be your teacher, not your tormentor. Every ending holds the seed of a beginning, but only if you're willing to let go. Truth 5. We try to control things beyond our reach. You don't suffer because the world is cruel. You suffer because you try to control what isn't yours to control. You can't control how people treat you, how the world reacts, or whether everything goes according to plan. Yet we live as if we can. And that illusion? It's exhausting. You plan perfectly and still fail. You love deeply and still lose. You try your best and still fall short. And when things fall apart, you blame yourself. You think, if only I had done more. But the truth is, some outcomes were never yours to shape. Trying to control everything is like trying to hold back the ocean with your hands. The waves will always slip through, and if you keep fighting them, you'll drown in frustration. Epictetus wrote, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some are not." Want peace? Learn this distinction. You can't change others, but you can control how you respond. You can't stop the storm, but you can become a better sailor. Let go of what you can't hold. Stop wasting energy trying to bend the world to your will. Instead, focus on the one thing you can always shape yourself. Truth 6. We fear death, but not a meaningless life. We avoid thinking about death. It's scary, unknown, final. But what's even scarier? Wasting your life as if you'll live forever. We fear the end, yet live as if we have endless days. We settle, we drift, we bury our dreams beneath routine and fear. We exist, but don't truly live. Ask yourself, if you had just 1 year left, what would you change? 1 month? 1 day? Marcus Aurelius warned, "It's not death that man should fear, but never beginning to live." And yet that's what most people do. They wait for the perfect moment, for more time, for someday. But someday never comes. There's a story of a man who saved for retirement all his life, postponing travel, hobbies, time with family. And when he finally retired, he was too sick to enjoy any of it. He didn't die at 70. He died at 30, the moment he stopped living for today. Don't let that be you. Don't fear death. Fear wasting your one and only chance at life. Truth 7. We avoid silence and are afraid to face ourselves. Silence is rare, almost uncomfortable. But why? Because in silence, there's nothing left to distract us from ourselves. No music, no phones, no busy schedules, just you. And that can be terrifying, because when the noise fades, the truth speaks. In silence, you confront your doubts, your wounds, your questions. That's why we run, why we scroll endlessly, why we keep ourselves busy. But here's the twist. Silence isn't empty. It's full of clarity, creativity, truth. Marcus Aurelius said, "People try to get away from it all, but you can get away from it any time by going within." Great minds, Da Vinci, Nietzsche, Marcus himself embraced solitude. They found wisdom not in noise, but in stillness. Try it. 10 minutes a day. No distractions. Just breath and awareness. Journal your thoughts like Marcus did. Sit alone. Take a walk without your phone. It will be hard at first, but eventually, you'll meet someone worth knowing yourself. Silence isn't the enemy. It's the mirror. And in that reflection, you find who you truly are. You've made it. 7 truths, 7 mirrors. They're not easy to face, but if they stirred you, if they made you uncomfortable, it means you're awake. And awakening is the first step. You don't have to change everything overnight, but you must begin, because life won't wait. Don't just exist. Live with purpose, presence, and courage. If this spoke to you, share your thoughts. Subscribe for more reminders of what matters. And remember, you may not control the world, but you can master your mind. That's where real power begins. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Stoic Blend for more timeless wisdom. Every week, we explore the principles of Stoicism and how to apply them in modern life, calmly, clearly, and with purpose. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next step on your journey to inner strength. Thank you.